Okay, back to jobs. Yeah, one thing about using cannabis, sometimes you can go off on separate tangents and discussions. So I just explained potency standards. That's why I went off and showed you labels and whatnot. But here we go. So you saw the top three. Let's recap. Master extractor, PhD required, over 250,000 a year. Master grower, over $100,000 a year. Botany, horticulture with cannabis cultivation. Marijuana tester or quality control inspector, 50 to 100 plus, of course, depending on state. So not only do we ensure products comply with health, safety, but potency standards, but also work for cannabis companies or government departments or agencies, inspect and enforce marijuana cultivation laws and regulations. Obviously, you're going to have to go state by state. And also, it's important as well as pesticides, okay? So the concept there, again, is not lost on the fact we're going to need a PhD in the related field, okay? So here's some of again, a lot of science. If you're wanting the big money with cannabis, but then I have the other jobs that kind of peripheral this. So edible chef, this is going to be up and coming. This is going to become huge, and it's going to go above and beyond. I don't know how many of you watch Bong Appetit on Viceland, but they're doing culinary art. Culinary chefs are battling it out with cannabis extractions and different forms. It's amazing. Anyway, so the 40 to 90,000, 90,000 plus. That's because, again, if you're in the Illinois area, private chefs, pastries, there's a lot. So obviously you're going to want some culinary arts training. All right. So edible chef, that's above and beyond. There's going to be so much that branches off of that. Private chefs, edible dinners, edibles restaurants at some point. If you think about if you can have alcohol out, why can't you eventually, So here we go. Dispensary manager. Now this one's very attainable. And like I said, when you started a, lower income entry level job, this is where you can easily move yourself up to, because and you're doing a decent amount, and again, depending on your area, you're going to make some decent cash as a dispensary manager. Okay, so obviously you need the knowledge of functioning operations, mission, team oriented, because you're going to be taking care of a lot of people, understanding and implementing the cannabis laws, that's the most important, and what they expect out of the dispensary. Okay, the financial activity in the dispensary, so business training, retail management, all that comes in to play and comes in handy. Okay. An extraction technician. Again, this is going to be some things that's going to be a little bit more involved. Okay. This one kind of carries over to the next page, so I apologize. Let's look at this. All right. So again, extraction technician, decent start and decent level to go to. And again, I think the sky is the limit with a lot of this. So you're going to want science education. You're going to be operating the machinery, the equipment that produces the concentrates and the oils. Okay. Obviously control laboratory inventory. So science education will be important for extraction technicians. Patient care specialists, or they've been called bud tenders. Decent living, fun job. Let's not kid ourselves. You're hanging out with people and selling them buds all day. So it's kind of like a sommelier, right? Or a bartender, but not really. You're giving advice. And now it's moving more into a patient care specialist type situation. And with a lot of dispensaries for recreational coming, they're expecting to require certifications. Let me get marijuana worker license or certifications if necessary. Well, it's starting to become necessary. Okay. Not to mention, it's just best to be educated. All right. So again, here's good listening skills, sales, customer service skills. You're working with people. You're literally sitting at a counter, right? Business or social science skills is always great. Dispensary receptionist or cashier, again, decent living. And again, anything that you would normally work with, but you're going to want knowledge of, cannabis. And again, there's classes, and I'm going to be offering more education. Marijuana courier. This is not available in Illinois. Okay. But fun concept, not to mention like a caregiver. I'm sure there's going to be a need for delivery of medication to people. So this again, the marijuana courier. Oh, The imagination is the limit, my friends. Number 10, trimmer, harvester, or cultivator. Decent. And again, you got to get into it, stay with it, learn with people. It's an entry level position. Okay. Horticulture is a bonus, or of course, working with cannabis in the past is a big help. Gardening or landscaping. Okay. So, we are now on number 10. So here is the last one where it's pretty hands-on, and that's a marijuana or edibles packager. So again, decent living, work your way up. So you're going to obviously have to be able to, and I'm going to assume this is more like a factory type level job. So you're going to safely and efficiently pack cannabis or cannabis infused products for distribution and sales. Entry level position working the cannabis industry. And again, you can work your way up. Decent place to start for sure. Okay. The next one I'm going to touch base on are the 18 jobs that support the legal marijuana industry. And I'm just going to do a quick overview of the first 5. IT manager, marketing director, human resources manager, production manager, software developer. All tailored to the cannabis community. Okay. So these are, again, decent living. Take a look. It's not too shabby. Okay. So these are the top 5 jobs that more or less are on the outside support. Lawyer, accountant, web developer, digital media manager, electrician. Now, electrician is really, because again, these are all tailored. You've got to know, because again, accounting, why does it have to be special tailored towards cannabis? Oh, because we're working with cashier people, right? And you need to keep accurate financial records for that. You're going to be managing credit. They're just starting to take cards, but it's all debit cards. So again, there's a lot of that comes into play. So anyway, I was talking about electrician. Indoor marijuana grow operations. It's a special lighting and electrical needs. Okay. So grow houses. This is important stuff. Paralegals, come on. You're going to need to know the law and the practices that go on with, you're going to have to keep up with cannabis laws. They're changing. Writer. Yeah, writing is, amazing. And what goes along with writing? What? Blogging, everything is going online, but there's also a ton of marijuana themed magazines, edible manufacturers, okay? Promotions. You're going to have to promote these. Sales reps. You're going to have to follow cannabis regulations. So again, graphic designer, you're going to be working with web design, web interfaces. There's a lot of ordering online. For those of you that don't know that yet, you order, beforehand. So there's a lot of stuff, and man, let me tell you, it needs help. Somebody's been working with this. Also, HVAC. Yeah. That's going to be huge, and it's going to be crucial because there's going to be a lot of indoor grow operations, especially Illinois. We're becoming legal, right? So people can grow. If you've got your medical license, you're allowed to grow up to 5 plants as of right now. Real estate agent, kind of huge again, because real estate agents specializing in providing this service to cannabis and entrepreneurs. So there's a lot of facilities that need. So even real estate, executive or administration assistants, because of course we're always going to have paperwork and people to work with it. Security. This is kind of huge, guys. Security, if you haven't thought about it, different kind of security for cannabis. And obvious, the numbers actually go way plus over that 50, because you've got to understand it's cash. All right. And it needs to be protected. So there's a lot of opportunities for businesses. Now, as well, these are new ones that we are starting to form workshops on, and it's starting to enter into the medical, psychotherapy, social sciences, obviously law enforcement. We're writing cannabis education courses right now for law enforcement. And educators as well. We've got some of those. So there is a lot coming. I will inform you of any new stuff that comes up as it comes up, okay? But right here, you've seen easily 30 jobs in the field making really decent money. All right. That's jobs in the cannabis industry. Have a great day.